Hello and welcome to tonight's live stream. I hope you're doing well. Yes, you're welcome to our discussion, and we're going to have this in series. I'm so glad to have you here. You're welcome to YouTube Made Easy. You're welcome to YouTube Success. You're welcome to getting it done. Yes, you're welcome to having a YouTube channel that you would definitely love to have. People come watch what you do and then you serve them in turn. All right, so yes, we're going to get started into why we are here. One of the reasons why I'm here is because I believe I want to share my experience with you. I believe I want to share my experience with you. And I'm just thinking that, okay, let's look at this YouTube thing that a lot of people tend to wonder what it's all about, right? A lot of people are wondering how they can actually get monetized, how they can get on YouTube, how they can begin to create content. But somehow, probably you might be there and you are wondering how to get this done. Anyway, you're welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're here, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here live with me. And thank you for also watching the replay. If you are watching the replay, this is going to be a series of discussions that we are going to have. So it's actually going to be a whole lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about. But today I'm going to start the series by giving you an update on my own journey. As you can see, this is the very first intentional YouTube channel I started. I started this YouTube channel last year. And funny enough, I have gone on to have multiple channels. Yes, I have more than 5 channels now. Yeah, and they're doing well. I'm working on more getting monetized because this is monetized. I actually started this income strategist channel last year, February 2nd, yes. And then I began the journey of monetizing it, which I was able to do within 81 days. Now, has the road been easy? No. I mean, within 1 year, we've been able to gather 6,394 subscribers, and I'm so grateful, so super grateful for every member that has joined this channel, every person that has clicked to subscribe to this channel. I'm super grateful for them. It's been a ride. It has actually been a ride. There have been times of highs, there have been times of lows. And I tell you, in every YouTube journey, there would always be highs and lows. And so it's been a very interesting one. And I'm very grateful that I was able to be part of, doing this. So, and I'm here to share with you my journey so that you can decide on whether you want to go ahead with doing this thing we call content creation, or you are just going to say, oh, it's not for me. So I'm going to start out. I have quite a number of points I've outlined, but today I want to start with 2 main points. They're all part of the same point. They're like twin brothers, or we call them twin sisters, whichever one, right? So the first one I want to talk about is in 2 parts. That is, you need to research into your customer, or really what I call your audience, because now everything you see is about a customer. Your customers are your audience. They are the ones watching you, right? You need to research into your audience, and you also have to research into your niche. Those are the twin brothers or twin sisters we will be talking about today, right? And I want to actually get your brain juices flowing, which is very, very important, right? I want to get your brain juices flowing seriously, because I tell you, it's very important that you begin to research into who your audience is. You don't want to just be making content for everybody and anybody. I tell you, that is definitely not going to work. You need to be able to make content for people who are interested. Now, remember something. I want to share something with you, that YouTube is not going to push your content. They are not your they're not your marketing agents. YouTube is not marketing you. What YouTube is doing is giving audiences what they are interested in, which is built over time with their watch history. Now, everybody has watch history. I mean, it doesn't mean that YouTube doesn't know your house, doesn't know where you live, so they don't know your name. They're not even interested in knowing your name, but the only thing that gives them an idea of what you want or what you would like is your watch history. Now, because YouTube tends to look at your watch history. They would now begin to look at your areas of need, and that is what they will be serving you. It's the area of your interest. If you love, sports, and you keep on watching sports, that is what YouTube will be recommending to you, right? Not because they know your house, not because they know your address, no, but because they can see that you love sports, they now begin to recommend sports content to you, and you get to see a lot of that on your homepage. Yes, that is what we call the browse section, where you can actually go check on different items on your homepage, right? So YouTube knows what you are watching because it can see it as just the data that they have gathered about you. And that is what they will be serving to you. And that's exactly what you, as a creator, are supposed to do. Now, the you in YouTube is not about you, it's about the audience. Yes, it is the audience that it has been built for, created for. So we need to focus on the audience. So who are your audience? Let's start with the audience, right? You need to research into the age range of your audience that you want to serve. Excuse me, please. You need to research into, the age range, the demographics, where they live, what kind of work do they do, what kind of thing is interesting to them, because everything on YouTube is about interest. I definitely will begin. I may keep on saying this continuously, right? But it's very key for you to know that everything about YouTube is about interest, and it's very important to know what your audience is interested in, because that is what YouTube is going to serve. They're going to serve them the things that they are interested in. Please remember, if there's one thing, please, if you're watching this and you can just hear this, please just type in the comments interest. Interest is very, very key. What is your audience interested in? Now, when you're able to establish that, right, you can now begin to look at, because now it's a case of the chicken and the egg. Which one comes first? It's possible that you can actually decide to choose your niche first before choosing your audience, or choose your audience first before choosing your niche. Whichever way you do it, it's very important that you both come to the realization of what your niche is and who your audience is. Now, in terms of the niche, which area do you want to play in? That is your own topic, right? What is your topic? And there are different kind of topics that are shown. Look, in YouTube, we have education, we have health and fitness, we have finance, we have so many things. We have make money online, we have gardening, we have sports. I'm telling you, it's so much. Now, there's what we call the broad niche, right? And then we have the sub niche. So you need to be able to zero in. Now, today is all about niching, getting your niche and getting your sub niche, right? And also trying to decide on who your audience is, because you need to be able to design your content for a specific kind of people, right? And what interests them. So, for instance, if you're interested in the area of cooking, for instance, and you love everything food, what area of food do you want to specialize in? And what kind of thing do you think your audience will be interested in? I know it's a thing right now, a trend within mukbang, right? Just eating in front of of people and sharing the crackling sounds tend to get some people's juices, ruffled. And I'm like, what is that? And these things are raking in views. Is that your area of interest? Do you want to be doing mukbang, eating the food you create? Maybe you want to have a section where you actually make the food and then you come sit down and eat the food. That's, for some people, and I'm wondering, it is entertaining and they love it and people will come for it. Now, of course, it's also good to jump on trends, right? Because you can actually have these three things together. But okay, what is trending in your area of your niche? And then you think can appeal to your customer avatar, your audience, because you need to understand who your audience is. So let's even start by deciding on the niche. Where do you think you want to play in? Decide on that, right? Decide on that. Write it down. You may be multi-talented, right? You may have idea of, helping people. You may really kind of have a lot of competence in a particular area or in 3 or 4 areas. Write them down. And then you now begin to do what we call a SWOT analysis for each of those niches, right? What are your own areas of strength? Where do you have the most strength in? It's very important. We're definitely going to look at a competency some other time. But today we want to focus on which niche do you want to pick? You need to pick a niche. Some people will say, don't niche down. please niche. I will say niche, have a broad niche, and then probably 1 to 3 sub niches that you want to play in, because they're all related. You don't want to be in 2 broad niches at the same time and be on the same channel. It's going to affect your channel and people will be confused. In fact, the algorithm will be confused. Anytime you're talking about the algorithm, remove that word algorithm and put your audience. Your audience will be confused because you're sending them out too many messages about what, you know, some people may be interested in cooking and other people may be interested in finance. You can't have both at the same time. You're just going to confuse the algorithm. So when you have decided to niche to a point, have a sub niche, like I told you, a sub niche, and you can have probably 3 avenues or 3 sub niches that you want to play with that are related. You can do that. Right? And then you now begin to look at what exactly are people interested in these niches, because it's very important that you are doing things that people have interest in, or else you won't get their eyeballs. Yes, you will not get their eyeballs. So what we have talked today right now, and I want to do a recap because, like I said, I want to make this a series. I don't want to choke you with so much. I just want you to just take these few things that we've said and then choose, what your niche is, because we're looking at this series. We're going to be talking about these things one at a time and ensuring that we make the right decisions. Now, this is titled how to get your 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. Now, before you start doing that, you need to be able to choose. You need to be able to choose the right niche. You have to be able to choose, the areas of interest that your people, when they have interest, I'm telling you, they will watch your videos for longer. That is the truth. If you create videos that are interesting, that have their heart, I'm telling you, and you can keep them staying on your channel for longer, you will be the darling of YouTube, because people will begin to binge watch your content and they will go from one video to another, to another, to another. Now, the technique to trying to make sure that all of this work, we definitely will share this along the time. But I'm telling you that here we're going to be giving out such information that is going to help your channel. Yes, like I told you, my journey on this particular income strategist channel has been very interesting. There have been good times, there have been low times, I'm telling you. And all of these, we have to work together to make them good. I have gone on to also add many other challenges. I've gone on to add multiple channels. Yes, I'm talking about, I have over 5 channels now, and they're doing great, and they're going to be monetized very soon. And I'm going to come share with you all of the experiences that I went through, even in creating all these niches that I have. I opened a different channel for a different niche because I don't want to mix things up. So that is what I would always suggest to you, that you open a channel like this one now. Is income, is about finance. I don't want to mix any other thing with it. It's only about finance. I have an entertainment channel. I have different other channels that I use, and that's the content. That's the only kind of content that they do. They're very, very important. That is why I'm talking about niching down and then coming up with your 3 sub niches that you will begin to make that you begin to make content about. Sorry about that. So those are the things I want us to do. So let us quickly do a recap of our time here together. First off is that you want to be able to come up with a niche. Yes, and that is, where do you want to play? You need to have an idea of where you want to play. Very, very important. You don't want to just come haphazardly without any knowledge of what you want to do. I know some people say that you can do that. You just come up on the platform and just begin to post anything anyhow. No, I think you should put some intent into that. Even if you're not 100% sure, if it's like you have an idea of 2 or 3 niches, start with one first. Let's see how that one plays out. Then you can open another channel for another one. I am a fan of focus. Don't try to mix everything on the channel. It will definitely confuse the algorithm. Take it from me. I have over 5 channels, so I know what I'm talking about. So it's very important that you understand that you choose your niche. So that's the very first thing. Choose your niche and then look at it. What are people interested in? Where do they have a lot of eyeballs? You have to do the research. Go and check channels in that area of the niche you have selected. When you have selected that particular niche, go and start checking for videos. Yes, that have many views, multiple views, thousands and thousands of views, because those are the people that have the eyeballs. Go and select a particular area of niche you want and the kind of things you should be doing. You're just trying to tail. You understand? You want things that have the area of interest, right? Very, very cool. Very, very important. Make sure you have area of interest. Make sure you're picking a topic that people are interested in. Because if you post something that is only about you and not about your audience, I'm telling you, you'll be the one watching it. You want people to watch your video. right? I cannot tell you that enough. Very, very good. I'll be showing you some other screenshots of how people are watching and how people are watching my videos to the tune of thousands and thousands of views because it has areas of interest. I'm going to show that to you later. So please stick around. Make sure when you get a notification, right, that you come on board. And please like this live stream. It will be good for you to just like this live stream, give it a like, right? And if you get any value and you have any questions, please drop that in the comments. So next, finally, please study your audience. Come up with a particular audience avatar that you believe that you want to serve, right? You can't serve everybody, but you need to be able to pinpoint someone that you really, really desire to serve. When you have all of these three things in place, they will move on to the next level. Okay, thank you once again for watching, and I'll be back with another set of nuggets for you on YouTube success. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.